Hi guys, this is Weapons Free coming to you here. I want to go through an experience I had with the Ruger Vaquero and walk you through. So this is a gun that was sent back to Ruger, and Ruger said that it was unrepairable. And I'm going to walk through kind of what I experienced and then what I found and what I did to get this gun where it's functioning flawlessly now. I have no issues. It's an older 4440, which is not a caliber that I don't even think Ruger makes in the Vaquero anymore. And so I did not want to forfeit the gun to them and then accept their offer to buy, a new one at a reduced rate, which it's not a very big discount. But basically what was happening with the gun, and I have the cylinder out, and there's really nothing wrong with the cylinder. I mean, there was a little bit of wear in the cylinder detents, but nothing that would basically preclude the gun from, from the cylinder. The cylinder was not defective. And so when the gun was sent back to Ruger, they said that it was unrepairable. And they gave me the option, obviously, to either, forfeit the gun to them and then get the option to buy another gun for a reduced price, which I decided to not do. So they sent me back the gun. And so upon further investigation, and that's what I'm going to go through here. So this gun was basically skipping when single action. So anytime that the hammer was cocked, and if it was done in a rapid fashion to do like a rapid fire, every once in a while the cylinder would skip and it would misalign. So it was missing here. And that part is number 40 on the schematic diagram, and it's called the cylinder latch assembly. So when I got the gun back from Ruger, what I did was I went ahead and disassembled it completely and did a further real close inspection with jeweler loops. And so when I started looking at the gun real close, what I noticed was that, and I'm going to kind of point it out here, that the latch assembly was worn. It looks like, and this is a gun that I had bought used on gunbroker.com. It looked to me like the top of the piece, this here part, had been buffed or shined, and they had taken some material down off the top of the latch. And this is the new part that's in there now. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up to the camera so you can see. So this is the new part here that's in there. And I have not touched that with a Dremel or anything. And it's just basically, it's a replacement part that I bought. I think it was purchased through Numeric. Actually, a friend of mine got it for me, Numeric gun parts. And so that was the only part that was replaced on the gun. But what I noticed when I took the gun apart was that the original piece that had been in there had worn a groove on both sides of this window on the frame where the latch, where this latch assembly comes through. So I ended up having to take a file, and I'm going to orient this so it's a little bit more visible. I ended up having to take a file and smoothing out both sides of that window. So I had to smooth out this side so it's a little bit wider. So I had to smooth out this side here and on this side here. You can't see it now, but there was a groove that had worn into the frame from the latch assembly going up and down. And I think, and there was some kind of burrs on there that were inhibiting the latch assembly from coming up smoothly and efficiently to lock into the cylinder. So the cylinder, you can see there's a couple burrs on there, and I may take a look to smooth that out. That's just some wear. But when Ruger got the gun and communicated with me, they said that they're not making this cylinder any longer, and it's a 4440, so it's It's a very uncommon cartridge, and I wanted to make sure that I still could use that cartridge. I really like that cartridge. I like to reload it, and I have a lever action that's in the 4440 as well. So since putting the new part in and then filing down the sides of the gate or the window here on the frame and smoothing that out, and then putting this new part in, this new latch assembly, the gun has functioned flawlessly. So this was a gun that Ruger said basically had to be, that it was unsalvageable, unrepairable. And just with that one part and then a little bit of file work on this window here, was able to smooth this out to get it where the gun now, and I can do rapid fire with this. And the cylinder, even though there is a little bit of wear, and I think this is mostly caused from the part, the old piece that was in there, causing a little bit of undue wear on the cylinder. I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to clean it up yet, because the gun's functioning flawlessly right now. I'm having no issues with it locking up, and it's not skipping. It's not skipping any longer. The barrel latch assembly slides in and locks into the groove every time. Even on rapid fire, it works great. So I just wanted to do a short, simple video to go over that, because I think that there may be some other folks out there that have a single action Vaquero that maybe they're thinking, you know, to send back to Ruger like I did, thinking that Ruger could fix it, and they weren't able to fix it, but yet I was able to fix it. And so I'm so happy that now that I have my 4440, and I don't, I'm not having to get back out there on the market to look for another one, because the gun is working perfect now. I'm excited that I was able to get it fixed. There are some videos on assembly and disassembly. I believe that Brownells has a video out there. It wasn't hard. It wasn't hard. The hardest part on the disassembly was the spring right here, this gate detent spring, which kind of sits right on top of the gate. And so once that's in correctly, it's not a problem. And then the orientation of a couple parts that go down along the hammer and whatnot. But the gun was pretty easy to disassemble. I didn't want to get this into a assembly video. I wanted to primarily talk about how this part right here was a part that Ruger probably could have easily replaced, but they opted to say that the gun was unrepairable. And this is the new part, and you can see it's up quite a ways. It locks with the cylinder now just fine without any issues, and the gun locks up and it's not skipping on rapid fire. So just wanted to share that with you all, and hopefully this will help somebody else. If this video was useful to you, and or you found it where it was helping you, because there may be some other folks out there that have a cylinder that's skipping, and it's this latch assembly right here. It's this piece right here is probably worn, and or you could have burrs in the gate there in the frame that you just need to smooth out with a file, so that this can function flawlessly up and down as the cylinder is rotating. This can lock it up so that you get good lockup, so that you're not skipping with the cylinder. So anyway, thanks for the time today, guys. This is Weapons Free signing off. Thanks again. Bye-bye.